Did you ever hear the tale of Darth Wrend? I thought not. It's not a story that Star Wars Theory or Mike Zero would ever tell you. It's a prophecy from the old Jedi Mystics. Darth Wrend was a Dark Lord of the Sith, a legendary Sith Lord who the Jedi believed to be dead, but he appeared to return from the beyond to wage a war against the Jedi once more. The interesting thing about the prophecy is that it may have referred to a specific Dark Lord of the Sith, this Darth Wrend, but other interpretations of the prophecy hinted at a reincarnation of the Sith Order, or perhaps the return of another Dark Lord of the Sith who was also once believed to be dead. You see, the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. There was once a Dark Lord of the Sith named Plagueis the Wise who was obsessed with unlocking the path to immortality. He became so powerful and wise to the point that he learned the final secrets of the dark side of the Force that many Sith Masters before him had sought after. The way to harness the full power of the dark side, to reshape reality itself and fashion the universe of his own creation. But unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew, and then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic, he knew how to reshape reality, but not his own. What's up, Star Wars fans? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. So I've basically given you guys the topic of this video. It's about the prophecy of the Sith and their potential return. So Claudia Gray's new book, Master and Apprentice, gives us the background on Qui-Gon Jinn and a young Obi-Wan Kenobi during a really rocky time in their relationship. And I think this book takes place about 2 years before the events in The Phantom Menace. And Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon have this really interesting relationship where Qui-Gon actually feels that he isn't the best person to serve as Obi-Wan's master after having spent 4 years together as master and apprentice. So we get introduced to a number of Jedi prophecies from the Jedi Holocron of prophecy, and we learn that it was actually Count Dooku's obsession with these prophecies that led to Qui-Gon eventually exploring the forgotten mystical side of the Force that the Jedi had long forgotten. So this one prophecy that I mentioned has several interpretations. Qui-Gon believed the reincarnation of the Sith referred to a Darth Wrend who appeared to have returned from death to wage war against the Jedi Order. It also could refer to the return of the Sith, who were thought to have been extinct for millennia before they reappeared a few years later during the events in Star Wars Episode 1. I mean, The Phantom Menace is literally Darth Sidious working behind the scenes to play the Trade Federation against the Republic from both sides. The thing about these prophecies is that they are vague enough to basically be timeless. For every generation and for every time, new life can be breathed into these prophecies. So could this prophecy actually refer to Darth Sidious and the return of the Sith? Well, based on the limited information we know about the events in The Rise of Skywalker, it appears that Palpatine is back, and he's possibly bringing the Sith Order back with him. It's like Snoke said in The Last Jedi, "Darkness rises and light to meet it." If darkness rises in the form of the Sith Order and in Darth Sidious, then it would be up to the heroes to rise up and meet the threat of darkness being presented by the Sith Lord that had previously been defeated by the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker. Now, would this mean that everything that Anakin did was all for nothing? Because that's how some people feel about Palpatine's return. Now think about this. If you got sick with a cold, was everything you did to get better, to recover from that cold, all for nothing just because you got sick again with a cold later? The prophecy of Mortis referred to a specific moment, a specific chosen one who would bring balance to the Force and defeat the Sith. Now, just because someone attempts to bring back the Sith, it doesn't mean that Anakin failed. That person is acting independently of whatever Anakin did in the past. And this is something that I even missed. Look, Palpatine's advisor, Yuke Tashu, the Sith cultist that I mentioned in numerous other videos, he actually did believe that Palpatine was going to be resurrected. It appears that part of Palpatine's contingency plan involved Operation Cinder, which was going to culminate in the Battle of Jakku, where the Rebel forces, or the New Republic fleet, was supposed to be completely destroyed along with the planet of Jakku. But Palpatine was going to be resurrected to lead the Imperial fleet into the unknown regions, where they were eventually reborn as the First Order, and that was under Grand Admiral Ray Sloane. Now, what happened with that contingency is that Gallius Rax had plans of his own. He believed that he was the heir to the Empire, and he killed Utashu, who was about to attempt a ritual that he believed was going to resurrect Palpatine. Now, it's just my personal belief. I don't think the Utashu's ritual was going to work. Maybe there was some kind of force nexus on Jakku where Palpatine had his observatory constructed. Look, that site had already a connection to some kind of hermit on Jakku who had a religious order created around his exploits as the consecrated eremite. But I think it also would have required someone who was a force user to perform this ritual to resurrect Palpatine. I mean, it's just like the world between worlds. It required someone like Ezra Bridger to be able to open the portal and then enter it. So we're at an interesting place right now. Claudia Gray's novel includes all these different prophecies that hint at a whole lot of stuff. Like whoever the daughter of darkness is, which sounds like it could be Leia. And then we get this line about the potential return of the Sith, which has happened once, and it appears to be happening again. I'm not going to claim that I knew Palpatine was coming back because I never would have figured that one. But I do want to highlight that I posted at least 2 videos in 2016 about the return of the Sith. I thought it would be through Kylo Ren, who believed that he might be the Sithari. But hey, I mean, Palpatine believed he was the Sithari, and maybe he is. So we'll have to wait and see what happens as we learn more over the coming months with Star Wars Episode 9. So, hey, if you like this video, hey, make sure you hit that like button and share it with your friends. You have something to share with Urban Acolyte community? Well, post it down in the comments below, and I'll be checking back to see what you have to say. And hey, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can take your first steps towards becoming an Urban Acolyte. Embark on the journey to become the hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. And hey, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hey, be sure to check out these videos on the top theories for Star Wars Episode 9. And you can also check out this other video that YouTube has picked just for you. But that's all I got for this video, so thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you, always.